Hey, good Tuesday morning to you guys. Gabe DeArmond here with PowerMizzou.com, back for another week of Hanging with Mookie Cooper. We will bring Mookie in momentarily, but always want to, first of all, thank our partners at Bruning Legal who make this show possible for you guys every week. You can find out more about them at bruninglegal.com. You can schedule an online consultation. You can chat with them live just right there on the website. If you need anything, the Bruning Law Firm is a personal injury firm in St. Louis. It was formed and is run by a father and his two sons, all huge Mizzou fans, all supporters of PowerMizzou.com, and certainly have been instrumental in our ability to give you guys a little insight into the Mizzou football team this spring and talk with Mookie Cooper here every week on this show. The Bruning Law Firm is going to treat you like family. They want to make sure that you get taken care of if you have been injured in an accident and you feel that you are due some compensation. You should get in touch with them. Once again, bruninglegal.com is where you find them. Their logo is going to be in the upper corner of the show all along, in case you need to know how to spell that, B-R-U-N-I-N-G. So thanks to everyone at Bruning Legal. Thanks, obviously, to Mookie Cooper, and thanks to you guys for watching. If you are watching this show, please do us a favor. Hit the like button on the show. Subscribe to the channel. If you're listening on the podcast, leave us some nice reviews. Whatever you do, share it on social media. Let your friends know what we're doing here. We've had good response to the show so far, and certainly hope that continues. And with that, we'll get to this week's chat, episode 7. All right, Mookie Cooper joins us now for episode number 7, and spring football about 2/3 of the way over. Spring game coming up this weekend. We'll talk about that a little bit next week. Mookie, are you at the point where you're like, all right, time for spring football to wrap up yet?
Yeah, we getting to that stage. We trying to thug out the grind right now.
Yeah, I got you. So I wanted to talk to you this week. Obviously, the news around Missouri has not been at all about football lately. The big story, obviously, that we've been following and everybody's following is that Missouri's making a change at basketball coach. And look, I'm not trying to ask you whether Conzo Martin should still be the coach or not, but I know you haven't personally been through like a head coaching change in college, but you know a lot of guys that have. I mean, the guys at Ohio State, a lot of the older guys with you had gone through a coaching change. I know there's a couple St. Louis guys down at Texas that you probably know that went through it. Have you ever really talked to guys about kind of what that's like and what that does to their world when that happens?
Not like too much in a depth combo, but I mean, I do say, like, I know I just talked to a recruit. He was saying, like, once a new coaching staff leave or whatever, coach that was recruiting or whatever, he was like, he didn't want to go back anymore because now he don't know those coaches, but not really too much on just people that's currently in college, then the head coaching staff leave. I haven't, but
yeah,
I get.
I mean, tell everybody, we kind of talked about your recruiting process, and look, these are the guys you get to know, whether it's the head coach or your position coach or whatever. I always hear when kids are going through recruiting, hey, you should make a decision based on a school, not based on a coach. But the truth is, you guys spend more time with these coaches than you do anybody else, right? So you form these relationships with these guys, and a lot of you guys are picking schools based on, hey, I get along with this guy and I can see myself spending 55 hours a week with him.
No, I agree with that totally. It's more like, because, you know what I'm saying, you want to be around people you can trust, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like, I feel like as far as any success with a team, we kind of talk about just building bonds with each other, because that'll make you just want to go play harder for this person next to you or whatever. So I'm saying, so relationships is a big thing, and you do want to find a coach or coaches that you feel comfortable with, that you feel like can get you to the next place, that you feel like really got your best interests at heart. But it's more like I don't know. I feel like it's more relationship based if you want to pick the right school than just the school's history. You know what I'm saying? Because the school's history has nothing to do with how you're going to get on the field, how you're going to get developed, how, you know what I'm saying, it's whatever coaches are there at that time. So the relationships are big to me.
I'm curious, when you're being recruited, whether it's out of high school or as a transfer, fans and media always make a big deal out of like the coach's contract and like, hey, you got to have 4 years left on a contract so you can tell kids when they're being recruited that you're going to be the coach the whole time. Is that a thing that coaches use? Like, hey, you come to school here, I'm going to be your coach the whole time you're there. I mean, is that something you're told, or is that something we've kind of made up?
I've never been told that, but
Okay.
so I don't know, but yeah. Like,
Yeah.
they should let you know if they feel like they're on the short leash or something. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the real way to go about it, but I never heard of it.
Yeah. Well, and that's, I mean, we talked a little bit on a previous episode about the idea that, hey, at any time, especially position coaches, because you guys spend, I'm going to guess that you probably spent more time with Bush Hamden last year than you did Eli Drinkwitz, or it was probably pretty close. Is that fair?
No, that's way facts. We was with Bush Hamden more than Drink.
Mm-hmm.
Way.
So especially when you're talking about assistant coaches, and these are guys who go out and recruit a lot of the kids, they make the initial contact and stuff. I mean, that stuff is like, you can find assistant coaches who have had like 15 jobs in 18 years. I mean, they move around all the time. Is that something that like players have an understanding of? And hey, this is just a business, man. They're going to go where a paycheck is. I mean, is that something you guys ever think about really with position coaches?
See, like you would think that it's kind of normal. Like some people don't get that it's a business. Like some people feel real bad with coaches league because, you know what I'm saying, that may be their only tie a way that they thought they would have a chance of getting on the field. Maybe that was their way of chance of, you know what I'm saying, any type of success within that program or why they came to the program. So some people get that it's a business, but it is some people that take it to heart and may even up and leave after they got a particular coaches that they like that left. Because, you don't like every coach on the staff. So some people got that one or two coaches that they like. And if that coach leave, you know what I'm saying, they may feel like they got nothing that they really care about left at their school.
Yeah. Just kind of your personal opinion. Do you think that the whole name, image, and likeness thing might change a little bit how players view this, as understand it as more of a business? Because now, I mean, you're talking about, hey, businesses are paying you guys to do things like you've got responsibilities, and it can't just be, oh yeah, look, I can't do this week or whatever, because basically you guys are getting paid. So have players and coaches kind of gotten a little bit more alike in that regard here with all the NIL stuff?
Can you
Yeah.
ask like?
And I'm not sure I'm asking this the right way, but basically, now that you guys have the ability to make money, and this is for a lot of players kind of a business deal, do you think that makes it a little easier to maybe see how coaches approach it? Do players maybe have a better understanding of the business side of it and what coaches look at?
Now that we got NIL, see, I was trying to say, like, I feel like the coach with the NIL now, as far as like if players wanted to leave, let's say a player wanted to leave or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like now, even if schools get you an NIL, maybe it kind of goes hand in hand with, it's like, if you want to leave now and that school done got you this NIL, it's like they may try to hold it over you, or, you know what I'm saying, if they didn't put you in position or whatever. Or if you want to leave, they may can get you NIL, you know what I'm saying, just to try to get you back. So it's kind of like NIL just made it more of like reasons, secret reasons under the ground why to stay. Like, I just think NIL made it just less real. It might get somebody to stay or go somewhere that they may not even really want to. It can just like make someone make decisions without really thinking about it. Like, because money can just have you just doing stuff, whatever. So I feel like now with NIL going on, I feel like it was good move, but it also can have a bad effect on, you know what I'm saying, some kids and how they view it. So I mean, I think it go both ways.
Yeah, I don't know how much you've paid attention to some of the stories and stuff around college sports with NIL, but I mean, just in the last couple of days, I saw There was a story about a kid at Florida State basically holding out of practice, saying he wasn't going to practice till he got a better NIL deal. There was a story about some high school junior that they're setting up an $8 million NIL deal for. I mean, is this stuff kind of like it? I think it's a good thing that NIL exists, but it's way crazier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're a high schooler already. Like, it's just too much. You missing out, like the kid for us. You missing out now on your own work, and you ain't even doing just for, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just causing too much extra commotion. It's some people were saying before NIL came out, like, it might change how much college kids want to grind, how much college kids want to really go, you know what I'm saying, try to get to the next level if we already can make a certain amount of money in college. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Well, and that's kind of got to be like, that's just each individual, right? I mean, Patrick Mahomes has a $500 million contract. So yeah, he could go sit on his ass and not work very hard, right? But it seems like he's continuing. I mean, it's each individual more so than, I mean, money changes some people and doesn't change the other people.
Facts, for sure. I agree with that.
Yeah. I'm one of the other things about NIL that a lot of people said beforehand was, well, this could be a big problem. Like when the quarterback has X number of NIL deals and, you know, the tight end doesn't have as many. I'm not asking you for specific guys or anything like that at all, but is that ever something that like in the locker room or just hanging out, you guys ever even really talk about? Or do you care what deals anybody else has?
100% people talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we college students, you know what I'm saying? You go on a tight budget at first. Now NIL came out. You want to make some money, but that was kind of the thing they used to tell us, like, when they brought up NIL. Not everybody's going to get the same, you know what I'm saying? Because it's based off of your name, it's based off of your image and your likeness or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But when you got a guy walk in with a whole new whip or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, for sure people talk about it because, you know what I'm saying, everybody want to get a new whip. Everybody want to, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be secret jealousy with some people. Some people going to boost it up. You know what I'm saying? But it bring up locker room talk for sure. And that's why you want to get NIL for a lot of people, but, you know what I'm saying, it's just different because everybody, it's based off of your name. So I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the best way to get it ultimately is to go out and be a good football player, right?
Got to ball out. Yeah, it's all off your work, your production. So you can't really, you know what I'm saying, feel too many ways about it.
Yeah. Kind of going back to what we were talking about with the coaches to start. So you obviously got a new position coach this year. Jacob Peeler comes in. I think he got hired in like January, maybe. You know, how well do you feel like you've gotten to know him this early on, and just kind of tell people what it's like to try to build that relationship with a new guy that comes in and you don't really know him at all?
I think we're taking a good step. You know what I'm saying? He came in with certain coaches is different because, you know, you sit back and you just try to watch and just see like how they come off, see what they got in store, whatever. So everybody was kind of scared, not scared, but like cautious just to see what kind of coach he was or whatever. But he came in with a plan. He had a mindset, you know what I'm saying? I think like I mentioned before, and he kind of just held us to this high standard. So it's like he wasn't the loudest coaches at practice, probably the most active coaches at practice. So it's like he expects so much out of us. It's like you kind of going out there and knowing it all coming from the right spot. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
as long as you kind of elevate us to the next level, you kind of accept the coaching, you accept it. And if you know your coach got a certain resume or you know what I'm saying, you'll respect it more than somebody that know what they talking about. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, we adapted in a way. And, he was good. He a pretty good coach, cool guy. Really, he kind of still in that stage of getting to know everybody.
Yeah. Where do you kind of have a chance to most build the relationship with your position coach? Is it in practice? Is it in the film room? Is it just like away from football, hanging out, you know, when you're in the facility?
It's practice and means to me, like it's the grind. Like I want to say we had like this little military thing come in called the program or whatever. And I don't remember exactly how it was, it's not word for word, but it was something like we build the best bonds or whatever through shared adversity. It was something like that about shared adversity, which helps build the most bonds. So like when we grinding out at practice, getting yelled at in film about what we ain't do right or whatever, I feel like that's when we build the most bonds and get close to them, because we just seeing we seeing the best we seeing him at his worst yelling or whatever because he want the best out of us, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like when you got a coach that lack and just let you get away with all this stuff, you know, he ain't really care about you or whatever. But Coach Peele care a lot, and we all good with that.
So what kind? I feel like there's two kinds of players. Like some guys you can coach super hard and you can scream at them and you can call them names and they respond to that. Some guys you kind of got to take care of and be nice to. And they were so which kind of guy are you?
I'm the guy you can yell, you can, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been playing football for so long. Like I feel like I'd have had every type of coach.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm not the type of, I'm not gonna get in my feelings too much about the coaching. If the play happened or whatever, now I may feel some type of way about the play if I didn't messed up or something like that. But like never coaching, never been a type to really talk back to a coaching when they was trying to correct me on something. Never been, you know what I'm saying? Never just stormed away, had an attitude or anything like that. But
yeah, is that? Do you feel like kind of that's how you always were? I'm curious if you know, does that come from your mom? Was she hard on you growing up, or?
Yeah, my mom was super hard on us growing up. Like, you know what I'm saying? My mom, I'm the youngest of four,
okay.
So she was lighter on me because I was the youngest or whatever. But like, I would still see how she would react with my older siblings, even with me sometimes when we did wrong. So it's like, I ain't really have my pops around, so she tried to step up 10 times harder to establish some discipline in the house type deal. You know what I'm saying? So It was like I kind of understood loud, you know, like it just didn't faze me for real. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and when you're a kid, when you're growing up, I feel like you always know you're in trouble if you get called by your full name, right? So like when you're in trouble, did she scream Terry on at you and you know, oh, this be serious now?
No, facts. That's 100%. Or she used to call me my middle name. I ain't gonna tell y'all my middle name, but it's just my middle name. And then I know like, all right, she's not playing right now.
Oh, if your parents use the middle name, man, you're done. Like that day's over.
Facts.
So, all right. So we decided this was going to be probably a little bit shorter of an episode. We got a lot of stuff going on. Mookie's got a lot of stuff going on. You're back at spring practice, but I kind of want to wrap up. Last thing, like I said, the spring game is coming up next Saturday. So this is the last show people are going to see before the spring football game. And can you just kind of, I know you can't like give away the secrets or anything. Nobody's asking for the offense, but can you kind of give a fan an idea if they come to the black and gold game, what type of thing they're going to see on Saturday? I mean, I know like last year, basically none of the first or second stringers even played. So what are we going to see this weekend? Do you know?
Honestly, I don't even know. Like, we don't even know the structure, how it's going to be. Cause I know last year it's kind of like a little mini practice in it, kind of, or whatever. We don't know the structure, how they gonna do, if they're gonna do teams. Like, honestly, we haven't even touched on the spring game yet. They're probably gonna bring it up, try to like give us an idea what's going on this week in meetings or whatever. But I mean, I think it's gonna. I don't know. I think it's gonna be fun this year because like practice be like way more turned this year. So I know people gonna be hyped and excited for the spring game. But I don't know. Honestly, I honestly don't even know.
See, here's what I think that they should do for the spring game. They should take like the top two quarterbacks on the team and just make them captains, and then those two dudes have to go back and forth and draft their team, and those teams.
Facts. That'd be dope though. I think we should do it like that too. Have some captains drafted. I think last year, it was just like offense versus defense, like a deal. I think we should split it up too. Just get everybody on the field, have everybody just having fun and competing out there.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, we'll be there. Look forward to it, and then we'll do one more episode with Mookie after the spring game. Talk a little bit about spring practice and everything, and then we'll give him a week off for spring break and come up and come back and finish up. But Mookie, appreciate your time, man, and we'll catch up with you later on.
Appreciate it.
All right, that is Mookie Cooper. Appreciate him joining us again right in the middle of spring football and everything. Mookie's got a lot going on, but he's made time for us every week, and I think giving you guys a little bit of insight into what they're doing this spring and just kind of the life of a college football player. And hey, this week we managed to come up with the best format for Missouri spring game. We have no idea if that's what it's going to be like. I would be willing to bet it's probably not, but this is what we do here. We just solve problems that don't even exist. So thanks to Mookie for joining us again. And one more time, want to remind you guys the logo there on the screen is for the Bruning Law Firm. They have been with us throughout this venture. They're the guys that made it possible, and it is a personal injury firm in St. Louis, Missouri, founded by a father and his two sons, all huge Missouri Tiger fans, and who knows, they may even be there on Saturday. But if you have been injured in an accident of some kind and you feel like, hey, maybe you don't know exactly, if you're due some compensation or what should happen from here, you get in touch with the folks at the Bruning Law Firm at bruninglegal.com or by phone at 312-736-7643. And they can kind of help you out, walk you through the process and all that. So we would encourage you, again, certainly we hope that you do not need their services, but if you do find yourself needing a personal injury attorney, the Bruning Law Firm is the place that you want to go. Also want to ask you one more time, if you're watching us here on YouTube, hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You will get a heads up when we go live. If you're listening on the podcast, which will be uploaded by the time anybody can see this publicly, then please leave us a nice review, say good things, share what we're doing on social media here with Mookie. Want to get more eyeballs on what we're doing, and certainly get Mookie a little bit of attention and all that heading into his second season at Mizzou. So appreciate you guys watching. Luther Burden's show coming up, episode number 3 on Thursday. We'll be back with Mookie, episode number 8 next Tuesday. And who knows, guys? Anything could happen between now and then. Stay tuned to PowerMizzou.com.